windy and snowy. As you can see, got a decent amount of snow in front of the old snow bucket. Let's see if we can bust open the road. So we're in first gear. Just putzing. You can see, well, maybe you can see, there's a few drifts coming up. Usually I would use the big blade and just angle it and drive in, but I have a crack I have to fix on that, so see if we can get it with the bucket without too much hassle. See it's starting to build up there in front. The ground is still really wet underneath everything. You can kind of see some of the moisture. We're still pushing. Bit of a hill where I'm getting really a lot in front of the bucket. I might have to do a little whoop and dump and then start going again. Start to climb. There it goes. We're still getting it scraped down pretty good, so we're just going to keep going, even though we're barely moving. Way out to where we have to do a little bit of water testing. We like to keep this road open so we can drive a pickup out, but obviously got to do that maintenance when it snows. Unfortunately, you probably can't see it, but the trees are really moving in the wind. The snow is actually blowing around. It never shows up on camera as good, but definitely blowing around out here today. So it seems as though it's not rolling over anymore. I must have just the right amount to kind of like making a giant V out in front of this thing. And it's still just slowly pushing its way through. Right here, because of the big tailings ponds, this usually blows through and this gets drifted really badly. This bank by the end of the year will be really tall. But this is only our second snowstorm, decent snowstorm of the year, so far not too bad. Still doesn't look that bad in the camera, but the wind is really blowing out here. There's where I'll get my samples. Alright, so you can see we got a nice little road. Now usually if I had the blade, I would just wing it one way and then wing it the other way on the next pass. But since I just have the bucket today, we're just gonna do the one pass. I got us out here, broke the road open. This will help freeze it down because like I said, it's very damp underneath still. So, all right. Thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the little bit of winter in the UP. Just a little more snow removal around the old White Pine Power Plant. Just taking it over and dumping it on the other side of the fence. those and we'll have it done. So I've been chasing that snowball that's about a full bucket for the last 100 feet. It just keeps slowly moving ahead. So I'm gonna try to get underneath it and pick it up. So close, but it fell. Ah! Get that thing picked up. All right, there's that big snowball. This is like my 5th attempt to pick that stupid thing up. It's probably gonna break it this time. Nope, rolled it right out of the way again. I'm gonna show you where it started. You can see there's another one. Right there, there's another big one. So that's where this started, it was way back here. It is truly a good day to be inside. So I hope you are, I hope you're staying warm. So I'm on a county road right now. I'm gonna drive over to our next spot where we got a plow. Just wanted you to see. You cannot see a whole lot. So good thing there's not a lot of traffic here in the old industrial park. We'd have to be real careful about that, but as it is, just kind of watch so we don't hit anything as we're driving. All right, right there, maybe you can see the bottom of the smokestack here in White Pine. Hoping you'll be kind of able to see what I'm seeing, which is a lot of blowing snow over here. Just in here about 2 hours ago plowing, and it has already got enough snow drifted in that it's coming up to the top of my blade. So we're only going to just kind of do a little bit here. There we go. There's the old power plant. You can really see it blowing around. Just kind of do what we need to do to keep the road open, and I think we're going to go park and wait for this wind and snow to die down a little bit. Right over there, that's the old coal handling building. Train cars can come in, or semis, and drop coal for the power plant. And right off to the side over here, I don't know if you can see it, I'll get up there and angle you a little bit more to where you can. Right there. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully you can see it. Maybe when I come back the other direction. Run out of places to push this snow really quickly. got no other place to go. There it goes. Side of that gate. So right now that gate is not being used, but we're trying to keep the road just enough open to where if it does need to be used, we can. I literally just plowed on the other side of that. You can't even tell it. Nice to have the angle blade. It does make getting that snow move where you want it a lot easier. There we go. Knock a little bit of the snow out of the trees. Everything back to the other side. I think that's all this road's going to get for the day. Until the snow starts to slow down a little bit. Down in it. So right there is a railroad crossing. That's a really nice one. It's a rubber mat type. But there are train tracks right over here. And they are not fun to hit. We've actually busted some stuff pretty badly before. So I don't want to get over there too far, but as you can see, the snow doesn't have any place to go now with that berm so big. There we go. Now we're kind of past that spot where it's real close. So we're just gonna push what we can and call it a day. Ditch right there. We don't want to get too close to it. Manhole cover right there. Usually from the other direction you don't really bump it, but coming this way you do. They have to get into this door. Oh, you can't see it. So I'm going to push this snow back a little ways. So there's a door right over there, right on that side of the building. any snow back here this year. It's just kind of blown in a little bit. And you can tell, if you look when I back up a little ways, I'll lower the blade, see where my tires are really wet right here. Drifted back here, but overall not too bad. The tricky part is getting back in here in this corner and over by that gas meter right there. I usually don't like to leave all that snow by the doors, but not much I can do about it right now. And those trays, those feed that substation right there, and they have multiple wires in them that have 13,800 volts. So we don't want to get too close to those either. I would hate to be the reason that white pine lost power. Past has always been kind of a bottleneck. You saw one of my videos I showed you, I chased a big giant snow bank basically all the way back here. So this year I'm going to try something just a little bit different. See if it works. So I'm just going to try to plow this little road without plowing all that. And then right up by these two big transformers, they need to get in there, so I'll plow that. But right now there's no employees, so we don't really need to keep that parking lot open. So I'm thinking this might be enough right like this. loader is always so awesome because you can just really get in and push a lot of snow. Only thing is, you can also get into a lot of trouble if you get it stuck. This is the biggest piece of equipment we have, so if I get this thing stuck, I have to go get somebody else to help me get it out. So, kind of a balance there.